Alright, this is the Empire State Building by me, Braden, and then Wyatt. The history behind it, it was built in 1931 in New York City. It was built in 1 year and 45 days, and that's actually a record-breaking time for a building this size. The name Empire State actually comes from the nickname of New York. It was 102 stories, which was the tallest building at the time, and it is 1,250 feet tall.
So major techniques, they used two techniques that worked the best to build this building, and the first one was fast track. Fast track was the start of construction before the design was fully completed in order to reduce the delays and the cost of the project. And the ending with, or the completion of this project was very successful with fast tracking. It worked very well. It did cause a lot of problems, which we'll get to later down the road, but it worked very successful. And another technique was the use of steel framing, and they did that to be able to achieve the title of the world's tallest building at the time.
The owners, at the time of building, it was owned by John J. Raskob, Alfred E. Smith, and Coleman DuPont. And then their role in the whole ordeal was to finance the building as it was being built. And then after it was built, it was owned by several different companies back and forth. But as of right now, it's owned by the Empire State Realty Trust, Inc. And these were the owners at the time of building.
The architects, there was three architects. It was Shreve, Lamb, and Harmon. And the architect's job during those being built was to design and create the Empire State Building. They came up with all the blueprints and everything that was needed, and gave it to the general contractors, and which the general contractors built the building. So yeah.
General contractors were the Sherritt brothers and then Eakin. They were known as the top skyline builders in the 1920s, which was a major point of why they got the job. They also stuck out because they announced that they would buy custom fitting machinery to attain the contract. So they went above and beyond other general contractors to get this job. And then they promised to complete the building on time, in which they did great on. They record time.
Challenges. While building this building, there was a lot of challenges that the contractors and everyone faced. And one of the major challenges was there was 5 deaths, and the deaths were caused by slips and falls and struck by heavy machinery. And I believe, or research shows, that this was because of lack of safety back then, and the safety requirements were very minimal when this was being built. And the other challenge was faced during this time was working conditions. The general contractors had to work in challenging temperatures, which was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and they worked very long hours because they obviously set a record time in building this building, which meant they had to work long hours.
Something interesting that we found during our research, the fact that the fast track construction worked out so well. I feel like when you hear about the fast track construction process, it's not that great of a thing to go through on, and it just seems rushed. And it seems that almost every building that does that doesn't turn out great, but I mean, the building that we all know and love, the Empire State Building, did it, and look at it. They finished in record time. They were the first to have over 100 floors in the world, which is a great accomplishment. And then the building is also in over 250 movies and TV shows, which is what these posters are down here at the bottom. So not only is it a building, but it's practically a celebrity at this point.
And here's our Works Cited page for all the information we used, and thank you. What do you think?
I think that was great.